Karoline Leavitt is Trump's White House spokesperson. She performs the daily press briefings, and her capacity to lie is impressive. She turned 28 in August. Her husband is 60, but I don't judge. Last week, we reported that the 33-year-old mother of White House spokeswoman Karoline Leavitt's 11-year-old nephew was grabbed by ICE on November 12th on her way to pick her son up at school. After spending weeks in an ICE detention facility in Louisiana, Bruna Caroline Ferreira, a Brazilian national, was finally released on Monday. Now, Bruna this is the mother of Karoline Leavitt's nephew. She came to the United States as a child from Brazil. She's a dreamer. She was a beneficiary of President Obama's Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Those protections expired, and so she began to work on getting permanent residence here. She had a child with Karoline Leavitt's brother, Michael, but they never married. And next thing you know, she is sitting in an ICE detention facility down in Louisiana, 1,500 miles away from her son, and she's facing deportation. So on Monday, like I said, she was finally released from the ICE detention facility, but now faces deportation. She's accused of overstaying her welcome by 26 years. So this story seemed weird. We all know this story seems weird. Karoline Leavitt refused to comment on it. And at first, we all thought, okay, she's embarrassed because suddenly Donald Trump's sadistic immigration policy is hitting close to home. And then I said on this show repeatedly, wait a second, the mother of Karoline Leavitt's 11-year-old nephew isn't married to Karoline Leavitt's brother. And I said, I guarantee you there's a custody issue here. I said, my gut tells me Karoline Leavitt used her power in the White House to get this woman deported. I wouldn't put it past anyone in this White House to do something like that. And if I were Karoline Leavitt and I could pick up a phone and call Tom Homan or Kristi Noem, I know a lot of members of my family would get deported. Who wouldn't use the power of deportation on some members of your family? So I said, I had a gut feeling that Karoline Leavitt, I had no proof, but it just didn't feel right. Over the weekend, WBUR radio in New England reported that the brother of White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt had a very contentious custody battle with the mother of Karoline Leavitt's nephew. I suspected that, right? Then the Washington Post reported that the mother of Karoline Leavitt's nephew is coming after the White House, accusing the White House of lying about her and why she was arrested. Imagine that, the White House lying. In an interview from ICE detention, she said, quote, "It's just disgusting that they would even create this narrative to make me look like I'm this horrible person." During the interview, she said that Michael Leavitt, Karoline Leavitt's brother, and their father would often threaten to make a phone call and have her deported. Nice people, right? Meanwhile, the official story coming out of the White House and the Department of Homeland Security is that Bruna, this is the mother of Karoline Leavitt's 11-year-old nephew, they're saying that she's an absentee mother, that Karoline Leavitt has had no contact with for years, and she's a criminal. Well, they're all criminals. Anytime they deport somebody, I'll tell you about her criminal record in a second. Lawyers for Bruna say she was in constant contact with Karoline Leavitt, which is why she decided to name Karoline Leavitt as godmother to her son. So it's not only her nephew, it's her godson. Bruna said she isn't an absentee mother. In fact, she was arrested on her way to pick up her son at school. I wonder how they coordinated that. I wonder if Michael Leavitt, the brother, got a heads up from ICE telling them, you better go pick up your son. Now, Michael Leavitt says he knew nothing about the arrest. I'm sure he's very truthful, the way his sister is. As for ICE calling Bruna a criminal, well, yes, she was arrested at the age of 16, and she went before juvenile court because at the age of 16, she got into a fight over $8. The charges were immediately dismissed. So she's not a criminal. She's not a criminal. We will follow this story because Karoline Leavitt is a liar.